Bless you, chicken. Hi. Sorry, Jasper just sneezed. Okay. So let's take a look at this game here, 65, section 1, game 4. It's section 1 in Law Hub. It might not be section 1 in the like PDF version or hard copy that you can purchase as well. But in this case, it is section 1. Okay. So this game is a sequencing game, but there's a bit of a twist to it. So yeah, let's get into it. All right, a television programming director is scheduling a 3-hour block of programs beginning at 1. So let's start there. So 3 hours beginning at 1 p.m. means we've got 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. and then we've got 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. and then we've got 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. So our 3-hour block is going to start at 1 and end at 4. Hi, chicken. Okay, one moment, I'm gonna have to pause here. Okay, so I'm gonna give this another try. So we've got our 3-hour block of programs beginning at 1, ending at 4. The programs that are to fill this time block include an hour-long program called Generations, and 4 half-hour programs, R, S, T, and W. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and immediately look at this as a world-splitting game because that 1-hour Generations program, that's going to be, it's going to really add some structure to this game. Okay, we do have, just because it's going to fill up, double the space of every other player, right? Yeah, they're also one after each other, each program shown exactly once. So we do have sort of that 1-to-1 ratio going. We only have 5 players. It's a sequencing game. So yeah, I would be thinking that we probably have some pretty limited options here, and we may not want to split worlds to the point where we have every single solution up front, but yeah, we're going to give it a try with making just a few different solutions or kind of introducing some structure if we have the opportunity. So generation starts on the hour rather than the half hour. Right away, that's going to be really important. So generations could be first, starting at 1 p.m. And then we have spots open for those half-hour programs. What you can also do is you can have like a kind of a double G because it takes up 2 half hours. And so you can kind of look at it as double everything else, right? So relative to the other ones, you're going to have 2 Gs instead of just the 1, like 2 letters instead of 1. Hopefully that makes sense. But yeah, I could have it be the first program. I could have it be at 2 p.m. Okay, in which case it would be the third program because we have 2 half-hour slots in front of it. It could also be the third program, or not the third program, sorry, the fifth, with 4 half-hour slots in front of it. So those are the only options for generations. Then Terry starts on the half hour rather than the hour. So in this world here, Terry would have 2 options. Terry there, or Terry would be last. Okay, so Terry can start either at, this would be 2:30, or can start at 3:30. We can do the same with this one here, right? We're gonna have to double it because Terry has 2 options. So either at 1:30 or at 3:30. And then our last world here, we could have Terry at 2:30 or at 1:30. So still manageable, still only 6 possible solutions, so that's helpful. R is earlier than S. So for any of these, that would mean that we have like 3 different options, right? So we would have like RS and then W, or RWS or WRS. So if we kind of try to, multiply each of these by 3, then we would get all of those solutions. That's 18 worlds. I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to add the rule that R has to be before S, to the side. Okay, so R is before S. Right, so keeping that in mind. And then we have this other rule here that if W is before T, then it's immediately before T. Okay, and if this doesn't happen, right? So if W is not immediately before it doesn't happen or is impossible, then T is before W. Okay, so yeah, if we were to kind of look at these and see, oh, well, whenever T is last, W is going to be before T, therefore W will be immediately before T, then we would be able to input that information and it would be quite helpful. So in this case, W definitely has to be before T, so W will be immediately before T. R is always before S, so that's our programming, right, from 1 to 4. In this case, we could have W before T, and then it would be immediately before T, and we'd have RS. So we could have GG, WT, RS, or we could have W anywhere after T. Same with this here, but in this fourth world that I have, W would have to be before T because T is last, so W is immediately before T, and RS would start us out. In this scenario, because G is last and takes up that last hour, and T is second last, W cannot be after T, so W must be before T, and if W is before T, it is immediately before T. R and S would start us up. So we do have 3 complete acceptable solutions. These other ones would still have quite a bit of variation. Okay. So yeah, we would have to think about possibilities where we actually don't have W right before T. Yeah. Okay. So I'll leave that there. And if you have any specific questions that you'd like me to go over, please let me know. But yeah, now that I've kind of set it up and talked about the different possible solutions and the structure of it, I hope that gives you a good foundation for this game to keep going. And yeah, let me know if there are any specific questions, specific answer choices that you would like me to review. And if there are any other games that you would like me to demonstrate either the setup or explain questions. Okay, have a good one. Bye.